Hello, I want to talk about our threat predictions for 2012. So what's going on out there? Actually this year for 2012 we did 12 predictions because it somehow fits. And what is affecting the threat landscape are really two big IT trends. One is consumerization. More and more people bring their own device into an organization, and data is stored onto these mobile devices, maybe even replicated to a cloud. So it's not clear where the data is anymore. It's all a big cloud, you could say, and the data is on the move. So the old traditional perimeter defense, where you had a fortress around your infrastructure, around your data, doesn't work anymore. And the real challenge for data centers owner is actually to deal with the increased complexity of securing physical, virtual, and cloud-based systems. It will not be easy, and patch management will be a challenge because most of the attacks are not happening with a zero-day vulnerability. They're actually happening just by using a known vulnerability to hack the server. So these are the big IT trends. The next is the mobile landscape. What's going on there? As I mentioned already, consumerization plays a big role, but actually smartphone and tablets, especially Android, we will see malware on it. This year, December 2011, we already see 800 malware for these devices. Next year, we predict that it will be over 100,000 by end of 2012. So big focus of the malware industry, of the dominant platform there, and it will not be traditional viruses, it's all Trojans where the user is convinced that the application is doing something good. And unfortunately, with all the applications, we also believe that we will see application vulnerabilities which will be misused by the bad guys for mobile devices. Overall, the threat landscape, botnets will become smaller. We will not see these gigantic botnets anymore because the bad guys, they really want to hide the traces. The hackers, they will look at non-traditional targets as well. Think about scatter system, think about medical gadgets, all this kind of stuff. Not only Windows operating system anymore, and the cyber criminals will find more creative way to hide themselves from law enforcement. We have worked, for example, with the FBI to jail some bad guys. The bad guys, of course, also read the news, and they will try to hide the traces even better. This means we need to catch up, we need to see and their movement and what they are doing. So this is the threat landscape. Actually, what we also will see, and this already happened in 2011, is we will see a lot of data breaches. The new social networking generation actually reveals too much, and with this they become vulnerable to social engineering, where somebody grabs information about the users and then uses this to attack a company, to convince the user, the weakest link, to click on something. Hacker groups will pose a bigger threat to organization for data because they really try to steal the data, and we will see new threat actors which will really use sophisticated cybercrime tools to achieve their own ends and money. And a lot of these data losses will be high profile and will be in the news, like what we've seen in 2011.